Kim, what is our first main topic today?
All right, guys, our first main topic is coming from Ansh. Hey, John and gang. So, Wall Street Journal reported the other day that Warner Media and ViacomCBS are exploring possible sale of CW Network. Do you think that one of the repercussions of the coming eventual WarnerMedia-Discovery merger? Also, what do you think will be the future of shows like Riverdale and Superman and Lois? Will they move forward as HBO May exclusives? Your thoughts.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. And yeah, listen, here's something interesting. CW, also known as WB, what was it called before that? It was like WB. It was WB something, WB Network or WB, I can't remember what it was. And before that, it was called UPN or something. Like,
United Paramount Network.
That's what it was. So it went through several iterations. Some people are saying the WB. That's it. It was the WB. Thank you, Todd Kaepernick. It was the WB, and then UPN, and then ultimately CW.
It had the frog.
Is that
Remember
what it
the
had?
dancing frog?
Did it? Oh, they still use
WB.
that.
Michigan J.
Right?
Frog.
What is it?
Michigan J. Frog.
Oh, is
Hello,
that
my
his
baby.
name?
Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime. But they did it. They spoofed that in Spaceballs. Remember what was the main character's name? Lone Star. When Lone Star was in the diner and the alien came out. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Point is, CW has never been profitable. It has never once been profitable. It's always kind of been that little cousin that doesn't do very well in school, but everybody kind of likes him, of the family of networks, you know, when it comes to viewership numbers and all that kind of stuff. But they've given it a good go. Anyway, listen, this comes to us from the folks over at the Hollywood Reporter, write the following. The broadcast network, CW, home to shows like Batwoman and Walker, is being shopped by its corporate owners, ViacomCBS and Warner Media. Multiple sources confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter. The Wall Street Journal, which first reported the news, says that local TV giant Nexstar is among the potential suitors. Nexstar, which owns 199 local TV stations, as well as the cable channel News Nation and The Hill, is one of the largest owners of CW stations. It isn't immediately clear whether ViacomCBS and Warner Media plan to sell the entire network or retain a minority stake. And once again, that comes from the folks over at the Hollywood Reporter. All right. There are a number of big things here to talk about. Number one, kind of asking if this might have anything to do with the Warner Brothers and Discovery acquisition. I can't see how it doesn't. Technically speaking, Discovery cannot be involved with anything involving Warner Brothers right now. They can't be on calls. They can't, other than working out details of the transfer of ownership. Other than that, there's a lot of rules and laws and regulations in place that forbid them from being involved in that. But you gotta assume that in the initial negotiations and discussions, Discovery may have said to them, by the way, we have no interest in CW. Spin that off, collect some revenue for it, get it out of our hair. So my guess is, while we don't have anything concrete saying definitively yes or no, I think absolutely there's probably a case here that this has something to do with the Discovery acquisition. Secondly, what happens to all these shows that are there? Theoretically speaking, nothing. Because if they sell off CW, then all contracts, licenses, and obligations involving CW stay in place. Which means, let's say for argument's sake, that the Batwoman show has a 4-year contract with CW. I don't know that it does. I'm just saying, theoretically speaking. Well, those licenses, just because Warner Brothers has a new owner, the new owner is still responsible and obligated to fulfill the responsibilities of those licenses and of those contracts. So theoretically speaking, nothing changes. But then Discovery later on, once those agreements and contracts and licenses run out, they may then want to bring all that stuff back over to their own HBO Max or whatever they're going to call it. HBO Discovery, Discover HBO, DHBO, Da Boys, Bro HBO, whatever it is they're going to call it, they're going to move it over at some point. But yeah, for at least in the immediate future, probably won't see it mix up much. Rob, this is a significant big deal. CW, as small as it is a very high-profile property.
Yeah.
With a lot of shows that we've talked about a lot over the years, like Riverdale is super popular, obviously the Arrowverse and all that kind of stuff. You hear about this. Is this something that makes sense to you? And what do you see some of the repercussions?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with Viacom and CBS. Is that there's been a lot of talk in the industry that Viacom, CBS, meaning also Paramount, would be sold to someone like Apple, the same way that Amazon bought MGM.
Right.
And I think that they might want to get rid of anything that shows a drain on a spreadsheet. So if somebody wanted to acquire them, it's like, well, why is this CW over here not making any money? Are we supposed to make that? So they get rid of that, or whatever else they can to make themselves more attractive to any purchaser that might come along. We shall see. But that's where I think some of it comes from, is they're streamlining, and Viacom CBS is making itself very tasty for anybody who wants to acquire.
So this isn't just about Discovery getting Warner Brothers. It's also about Viacom trying to make itself more appealing and stuff like that.
To a buyer. I mean, this is just things that I've read. I have no inside information. I would just assume that's what they want to do.
Does it make sense? Do you think maybe any of this also has to do with the fact that Paramount Plus is out there now, and maybe Paramount is more interested when it comes to their television offerings, that they may want to centralize it into Paramount Plus, just like I think that some of that is at play with HBO?
Absolutely. I mean, because that's what everybody wants to do. For now, you've got direct to consumer,
right?
Disney Plus, Peacock, HBO Max, Paramount Plus. They don't want to have why divide the whole point is to get subscribers. So why have programming that is not getting you subscribers?
Right.
We only want our shows on Paramount Plus.
Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about apparently an impending sale of CW? Maybe it is not long for this world. Maybe it's going to be sold off for parts. Maybe things will just keep running as normal. Whatever you guys are thinking about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.